Maggie L out in Feasterville, Trevose. We've done work for her in the spring, so it's gonna be kind of similar, not as much work necessarily, but it's a hilly, their driveway is very steep, so you can't really get anything up the driveway. You have to take it all to the street. So anyway, I'm starting in the backyard, so access is down here. Here's their backyard. Note for myself, she won a price on leaf cleanup November, December. So back here, we're just gonna lightly prune and shape the bushes. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 bushes, just a light prune and shape. This one probably is okay. And then just blow out the beds. If you want to take a string trimmer and just smack the weeds out real quick, she was like, I think the weeds are fine, I wouldn't worry about it. But maybe just hit it with a string trimmer just so it looks good when we're done, but mostly just blowing out the beds of like leaves, debris, and then clippings from this. So that's all you got to do in the back. Then midsection here, a little bit of pruning. If we want to prune and shape this guy, just a light trim up. And light trim and shape of all the bushes here, and then this whole area we want to kind of just string trim it and blow out all the leaves and debris and haul them away. And then also all this area where the weeds are, looks like maybe a forsythia here, you can leave that alone, but all the other stuff, like all these weeds, and I think her property goes like all the way over, so all the lighter green, if you see darker green, like you'll see some ivy down low. Darker green, you see like vinca or whatever that is kind of creeping over. You can leave all that. It's really just all this weedy stuff they want to string trimmed. Take a blower, try to blow off these bushes of the leaves, blow this whole area out. All of this can get string trimmed out and away. If you see some of this can stay because it's like maybe a tall fescue or something, or like a grassy, that can kind of stay. If you hit it, it's all good, but all this other funky stuff, get rid of. Oh, and then this guy's like dead. She wants to yank that out and then blow out, clear out this whole area. That's it for the middle. And then for down low, I don't really got to worry about much in the midsection here. Maybe if we want to like hook them up, just take a string trimmer and lightly kind of flip it, like edge it and kind of edge out the driveway a little bit. Most of the work is down lower. They're not like super picky. They're very nice in the spring to us. So it's kind of like use your judgment on things. But here's what I'd say. Ideally, long term, they want to have like a ground cover in this whole area. And I know we planted some of that. Looks like it sort of took, sort of didn't. But all these fuzzy, they're called like wineberries, weedy things, cut them out and get rid of all of them. But all the darker green periwinkle ground cover can stay. So we don't want to string trim that out, leave that alone. But anything tall that's growing up above it, you can hit it. So call it like manicuring it. I would just come through with the string trimmer kind of and just string trim, you know, the high stuff that's coming up. Down over here, all this fuzzy stuff we want gone. So I would probably, again, come through with the string trimmer and then blow it and rake it out to get rid of it. But you'll notice like some of this is kind of like a ground cover. So again, you got the dark brown ivy. Anything that stays low, we can leave it. And I noticed a lot of it down here. All this stuff, I don't know where all this is coming. It's not actually a weed, but if you're able to salvage that, salvage it. Because long term, and there's a good bit over here, we want that to kind of spread out. I don't even know. I know it sounds crazy, but it might be easier to just pull this big stuff, like just in this area anyway, where it's real heavy with this darker green. Just kind of pull that with your hands, just to try to minimize, because we don't want to cut all this out. Because they like how it's green and it stays low. They like that. They don't like the tall, bushy stuff. There is forsythias planted in here. These ones are struggling a little bit. These 4 look pretty healthy. We planted those in the spring. So make sure we don't hit them with the string trimmer or anything or damage them, right? Leave some space for them. Let them do their thing. They should come back decent in the spring. And then this whole area is really all weeds. So just string trim all this down. All this area, I would kind of take a string trimmer and just manicure like the whole hill. Again, creeping the ground cover, high stuff, string trim, and then blow it all to the street, haul it away, kind of edge out her curb for a little bit, clean up the debris on the street, just kind of like freshen up this whole thing for essentially. So that's the scope, kind of string trim and manicuring it over here. And then on the left side, pretty similar. I don't see much ground cover out there on the left side. So most of that's just going to be hack-a-shacking it out. So yeah, use your judgment, string trim it, blow it onto the driveway, blow it down, maybe string trim some of the growth that's coming through the rock wall. Over here, this is milkweed. So most of it we want to get out, but they do actually like a little bit of it because it's like, they say the butterflies like it. So we talked about leaving like a patch back here of it, whatever you think looks good. So most of it around the mailbox we'll remove. And then these peonies are getting kind of burned out and choked out from it. Well, they're probably just burned out because they're getting to the end of the season, but we don't want them getting choked out by the milkweed. So any peonies you see on here where there's milkweed there, pull them out. And then the milkweed that's back there, you can keep. And then this whole hill, again, kind of use your judgment, string trim the whole thing, kind of manicure it, blow it all out. This is the neighbor's property. This is their property. So just looking to clean it up overall. Try to get some good before and afters. That's it.